What's up, guys and gals, true believers? Here's a look at the Marvel Legends Thor Ragnarok Thor. This is the Hulk or Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure series. Quick look at the packaging. And on the back reads, with his worthiness called into question, Thor must fight to preserve the legacy of Asgard and the godliness that he once claimed. There's the rest of the figures, the wave, and the completed Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure. That thing's just awesome. Can't wait to collect all of these and build that Hulk. So once again, there's a look at them in package. Now let's crack this open and take a look at this figure. Okay, and here he is. Do a quick 360 here. So I do want to say right off the bat, or in advance, I want to say I think it looks really cool, but as I was pulling them out of the package, noticed a few minor issues already. But first, let's take a look some more, just to kind of appreciate that he looks good. Sculpt, you know, the sculpted details, even the paint apps look really good, and that's including the face and the likeness. Really good. I want to say, no issues, as far as like the detail and paint apps. Again, just I think it looks really good. But okay, so let's get into those minor issues, and you might be noticing one right here. So there's his cape. It pegs onto the shoulder right here, as well as on his hip. And as you can see, it was off that whole time. It pops off really easy. Even the one on the shoulder doesn't. There's a peg hole right there. Fortunately, it kind of stays in the strap right there, but it pops out of the actual peg hole really easily. And look how short the peg is on the one on the hip. So yeah, a little bit of handling. Look at that, and it pops out really easily. I'm almost like I'm probably gonna want to glue that, because that's gonna bother me. You can't handle them without that thing coming out. Or I mean, you could just completely take off the cape. You can take the strap off as well, but then you're also left with a peg hole. So unfortunately, there is an issue there, and that's never good, right? You pay hard-earned money for these figures. You should have, look at that. It doesn't want to stay in. So that's that. Other teeny tiny minor issue. Again, he looks great though. That's, I keep going back to that. He looks great. I wish the helmet would have been removable. I mean, I don't want to say, it's not nitpicking. I don't know exactly what the word would be, but it's still, aside from that issue and other minor issues I'm going to point out in a second, it's like, I think it's a great figure. It looks great. Just would have been cool to have a removable helmet. Now, on the figure itself, Looks like the that leg armor is removable, which I guess is kind of cool. The shoulder armor, I think, is, yeah, it's glued in. Only other minor issue I want to say right now, you know, this is literally handling them for like less than 5 minutes. Um, it's not so bad, but the cut here, you know, where the bicep meets the shoulder, it's the way it's maybe it's just not as flush on my copy. Maybe it could be more flush, but on mine anyway, it's not as flush, and so it's kind of unsightly, that cut. Otherwise, I think with the figure itself, that's my only issues. And again, this is going by handling this guy for like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, you know, out of the package. So yeah, but again, he looks cool. He's got the articulation you expect out of a Marvel Legends character or figure. Plastic quality is good. But again, yeah, there's that design issue with the cape. And then I have another minor issue, and that's with the accessories. Okay, so this Thor comes with a pair of swords, and as you can see there, they're quite warped, which for me usually is not a big deal because it's like, you know, I'll use the hot water method to straighten them out. But yeah, it's principle. It's a simple fact that they use such a soft plastic, and I get it. I understand why. You know, safety standards. These figures, as much as, you know, they're for collectors, they also have to meet standards, you know, for children to be able to play with them. You know, these can't be marketed, unlike Japan, you know, SH Figure Arts, or, you know, other import things that can be marketed for, you know, mature collectors. These figures still have to be able to meet safety standards to be able to be marketed for small children. Anyway, yeah, that's just not good. These swords should be a harder plastic. That is just, you know, I mean, I can heat them up and straighten them out, but still, the fact remains that they're soft plastic. They're gonna warp again. They look cool. Again, they look cool, but there's that issue with the quality. Not good. And real quick, the Build-A-Figure piece is you get with Thor is Hulk's head and his helmet, which the helmet is also really, it's that softer plastic. I guess it doesn't matter as much, but still, you know, you kind of wish that you get something that felt like better quality, you know. So there's that. So I want to say overall, I do like the figure. I mean, again, look at him. He does look really cool. And another thing is, I'm not a big fan, or I'm typically not a big fan of figures that are of a character as they appear just briefly, you know, in a movie or something. And I haven't seen Ragnarok. I don't know if this look, especially with these markings and stuff, if he carries this look throughout the movie, or if it's just in the gladiatorial duel sequence, which, you know, and again, I don't even know how long that sequence might be. Could be short, it could be long, but, you know, I want to kind of assume that it's fairly brief compared to the whole length of the movie. But, you know, as much as I typically wouldn't like figures that's, you know, just of the way a character appears briefly, this one just, he looks amazing. In my opinion, looks really cool. But again, there's those issues. The swords, not as, I think the worst one is just this cape. Really, you know. And then the helmet thing, that's just me wishing that Add something a little more, but the cape could have been designed better. The pegs could have been longer so that they stay more secure, or have a thing at the end of the pegs where they kind of lock in better. And then there's these swords that just, I mean, they look cool. Again, they look cool, but they're just way too warped. Look at that. Look at that. So, yeah, there you have it. I mean, this guy does look cool, though. I mean, it's the kind of thing, if it weren't for those issues, it's like I'd totally give this guy a 5 out of 5. On looks alone, I would give him a 5 out of 5, but then for the because of those issues overall, I'd probably give him like a 3.5, 4 at the most, just because I really like the way he looks. But there you have it. Thor Ragnarok Thor. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.